to just vibey vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about last night episode. Last night episode was kind of emotionally draining for me because it's like I'm happy 1 minute and then they turn over to Liberty and Jake and I see Liberty crying, I'm sad. Then I watch the Lord and the Lady and I'm happy. Then I watch, it's just like a roller coaster of emotions and I wasn't really here for it. I wish someone else was on the date and maybe Kaz was in there, but I feel like if Kaz knew that Liberty and Jake were having issues, or even if she would not have enjoyed the date as much, I think that was why Liberty held her emotions in, because the moment that Kaz left, that was exactly the moment that she ran away, and then Faye, and then Faye went to her. So that is what I think. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Faye and Teddy had a date, and the date was cool. They talked about everything, and Teddy did ask her to be his girlfriend, and she did accept. And I do feel like sometimes, I know, like, we feel like I say that they're not compatible, but because I feel like she's going to, I don't like a relationship where one person will be using the other person. Like the one person is the only person that that has the wears the cap, holds the balls, I don't like that kind of relationship. But if their dynamic change, whereby relationship becomes equal, everything becomes equal, then I feel like they're going to be compatible in that Jake would be able to calm her down. He will be the calm while she will be the storm. And sometimes you need that mix, So that is, like a talkative and a quiet person, that kind of mix. I feel like you're going to need that kind of mix. So if they sort out that emotional difference among both of them, then it will be better. That's what I think. Okay, then I'm going to then move over to Kaz and Tyler. They asked Kaz and Tyler to go on a date. And when Kaz was changing her clothes, she was wearing different clothes. They kind of did it like, the wedding thing, whereby when you watch a wedding scene in the movie, she's going to wear so many dresses and you don't know which one she's going to wear. And the one she's going to wear for the wedding is going to be totally different. That was how you see, because she never wore that blue one. And before I know, I'm like, girl, you're looking so good, girl. And you need to see Tyler's face. Tyler's face is just like, literally, Tyler wears his emotion in his face. He is the most easily read person on Love Island season 7. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so then they went, it was and the whole carriage and all that, and he was like, my fair lady. And then she she got on the carriage. Their banter is just all good. And then they went on the date, and they're over here in the villa. Liberty is running away crying. I get it. I see lots of people on Twitter, because I was on Twitter yesterday, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that Faye, the producer, told Faye to run after Liberty, blah blah. No, you guys are forgetting who Faye is. Yes, Faye can go mad and throw tantrums and get really, really emotional, and she does not know how to control herself, and she's a bit self-centered when it comes to that. Like, she feels, no, not self-centered, self-righteous. Faye is a bit self-righteous. That is true. But we love Faye fast because Faye always stood up. We love Faye fast for that. Remember when Toby broke up with Kaz? Faye was the one that told Chloe off when they were talking, and what's that girl's name? Rachel walked over to Faye to say that they were talking, the 3 mean girls. I used to call them the 3 mean girls. And sorry, you guys are forgetting who Millie and Chloe is. I don't know, because the brothers have shown their relationship so much. They were the people that were bad-mouthing Brad for where Brad came from. Them and Lucinda. Because Lucinda now later told Brad that she came from a small town also. I used to call them the 3 mean girls. So I don't understand how you guys forget so easily. That was why when Liberty is crying, they did not care. They didn't care, because how can I know that what's her name is closer to Liberty, but the producers tried to make it seem like Chloe and Liberty and Jake and Toby were very close. Remember when they kept on doing breakfast day together, this, that, because they're trying to force us to like Chloe and Toby. Then remember the earlier stages, yes. And I knew that was fake, and I called it out. But my thing is, Faye has always been that girl. Faye has always been that friend. So please don't do that. Don't do that on Faye. Like, I will talk about Faye. Like, I will call wrong, and I will call right. But for everybody to be like, oh, Fraser told Faye, nah, you guys are forgetting who Faye is. Go and watch the whole season. Back then, or just go and look for clips. I don't know, there will be clips those days. Look for clips and see. Faye has always been that girl. Always. Maybe type Faye Go videos. Maybe you see, if you can go, if you have time, you will see. Faye has always been the person that stand up for whoever needs to be stood up for. She has always been that. So please, I don't want to hear that. She's very emotional, yes, but she has always been that. Okay, then the Liberty saying how she feels, and then they move back to Kaz and Tyler. I'll just talk about Kaz and Tyler's dates at once, then I'll just talk about Liberty and Jake. So then they moved over back to Kaz and Tyler, and they were talking about what they're going to do outside. And I like the fact that Kaz and Tyler did not ask her to be his girlfriend. They would have said, oh, and everybody would have been like, so it's good that they did not do that. I like the fact that they Kaz said that she's not in a competition, you know what I mean, she's in her own bubble, you know, they're Kyla's bubble, and she loves Kyla's bubble, and they're moving in their own speed and everything like that. So they live close to each other, which means they will continually spend time together all the time. And then he says, we're not saying that we're gonna, you know, like moving in straight away. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna move in future. Yay, my people. That makes me so happy. Somehow now, thank you, Toby, for leaving Kaz, breaking her heart then when you did, although the heartbreak was not that strong. You can see that she actually did like Tyler more than she liked Toby, because she didn't cry when Toby did that, although it was also the way that Toby did it, but she did cry a lot when Tyler did what he did for on just them knowing each other for 4 days. So you can see that the feelings also was also different. But I'm so happy, Toby, that you did that. You can stick with Chloe, you can be intrigued by Chloe and all of that stuff. Thank God for Tyler finding Kaz and both of them together. Seriously, they're just too good together. So thank you, Toby. For once, I'm gonna thank you for that. Okay, so then I'm just going to, their dates was good, they look beautiful and all of that. Then I'm just going to move over now to Liberty, and that's all I'm going to talk about now. So he told Liberty that she's giving him the ick because she's untidy, and he thinks that that is banter. Are you mad or are you mad? What kind of stupid banter is that? She's giving you the ick. Oh God, that whole thing just pissed me off. It's kind of like a cheating man, right? A man that cheated on a girl a lot of times, and then she's forgiving you, and then you say, okay, I've changed. Or she broke up with you, and then you beg and you say, I've changed. And then something comes out that is an accusation towards cheating, and you expect her to think that is not true. Your track record shows that it is true. You say everybody, let's even just be going back gradually. Everybody thinks that she loves you and you don't love her. The public think that you guys are not compatible, and the people in the villa thinks that the compatibility is on his side. The public voted him in the bottom. They didn't vote in the bottom because the public does not like him. They think that you love him and he does not love you. And obviously they figured that out, and the people in the villa have said this to you time and time again. He doesn't like spending time with you. The only reason why Jake was with you was because he wanted, like no other person liked him, no other blonde liked him. That was why. And that's why he's not over Millie, he was not even over Lucinda, he's not over any of them. Because they don't like him, but he would rather be with them. And it's because you guys did not have tried. You gave it to him too easy in a way, but you didn't even know what was happening behind your back. So that was why. And then forget about the fact that everybody there, they're still dealing with that, their whole compatibility and no compatibility issue. They remember when he did say that, and she just watched the tape, when he said you don't find her that, or that you don't feel like ripping her clothes off and all that. Even if you say it's early days, what kind of stupid early days? In early days, that's when you should feel like ripping her clothes off more. So you see, she just saw all these things, and you think that you're telling her that, oh, you're giving me the ick, she should just take it in her chin. And then Liam and Millie sitting down there, oh, she's too sensitive. Millie, if I smack you upside down, like seriously, I cannot, like a woman, a girl that would tell somebody she's feeling too sensitive. Are you not in that villa? Are you not one of the people that think that the guy is not in love with her or like her as much as she likes him? So what do you mean by she feeling sensitive? She's not supposed to be feeling sensitive. And then she called it off with him, and then he is over there saying, oh, I was the one that called it off. I kind of feel like what happened was she was about to call it off with him, and he could sense that, and then he started kind of calling it off with her. He didn't try to fight for her. That if anything does not show that he does not like her, that should show that he does not like her. And then she was talking to Faye with the advice. Faye, thank you so much for tonight's episode. You did so well. I'm so proud of you, girl. Faye said that, you know what I mean, you have to feel like shit. It's okay. Accept the feeling. Welcome that shit feeling. Feel like shit. And do I think that he does not deserve you 1000%? He does not love you 1000%? Do I feel like you're going to get better? Yes. Do I feel like you deserve better? Yes. And do I feel you're going to? Yes. Liberty, you're going to come out there and you're going to see the love that people have for you. And Jake, you're going to come out there and you're going to see how people think that you're a fake, a fraud, and just not it. So that is that. To be honest, I am so disappointed in Chloe, and I'm so disappointed in Millie. I expected it, but I didn't even think, like, I knew that they have that in them, but I did not expect it. Let me just say the truth. I knew they have that in them, but I cannot understand how. And people are saying producers told them to sit down. Where everything happened so organically, like if okay, the producer told them to sit down the first time. What about when they were just talking and she was running away? The both of them were just there. They don't care about nobody. They don't care about her. They just care about themselves. They're in their own little bubble and they don't care about what's happening to other people. And I just feel like Cass is going to feel like shit when she comes back and see what Liberty has gone through. And Liberty really needed her best friend, but Faye was there. And Faye is a good friend. Faye has her moments, but Faye is going to stand by you. Faye is the girl that you take when you want to. You know, like when someone tries you or a guy is trying you and you want to go and take cuts for your cheating boyfriend and you want to cut his head off. Faye is the one that you're going to take there. You guys are going to stick, and then when you catch him, Faye is going to literally, Faye's thunderstorm is going to come and just blow his head off. That is that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye. And oh, by the way, before I go, I would be home throughout the whole tonight and Sunday and Monday when the Love Island ends. So I'll review the show immediately after the show. Bye bye.